Hello YouTube! Are you still watching this series? That's incredible. I mean, I thought at least one of you would have got bored by now and half the viewing figures, but no, you're still there. Good job. Thanks a lot. What an interesting intro to a video this is. If you watched the last one, you'll be a bit confused because you'll be thinking, why is all this crap back in the corridor? Why is all this flashing armour and stuff there? What's with all the blood? Where's the forgotten beast that was rampaging through the hallways? Well, we've had another little crash, apparently, or a non-save. When I quit the last game, nothing got saved, and we skipped back a not inconsiderable amount of time, to the point before the Forgotten Beast turned up, and before the siege ended. Look at the top left there, still sieging. We've got that one terrified goblin sitting on the side of the mountain waiting for all of his friends to come out of the gate, when, of course, that won't happen because they've all been captured or killed. We currently have 114 dwarves alive. Let's have a look at Dwarf Therapist quickly. There we go. Not like that. Ooh. That's better. Let's look at Dwarf Therapist like that with the proper transition and see what we've got. 114 adult dwarves, 24 children, and 0 vulnerable babies. Oh, poor vulnerable babies. Whatever happened to you? Probably killed by goblins. The Chasms of Gilding has 5 members remaining. Let's have a little look at their skills. The big 3 are still here. A Rain Dog 2, our Swords Dwarf, Fuzzy Logic, our Axe Dwarf, and Bergendorf, of course, our Spear Dwarf. All top-tier combatants. The Oily Boys still have 7 surviving members, including my girlfriend. Look, there she is, Kelly. She's still alive. She's not very happy, though. Her legs and torso are uncovered. Oh, I say. Very nice. Let's have a little look at the group sorted by nothing. What have we got going on here? I think most of our skills are available. I'm going to look at who's got the most kills. Rain Dog, look at you. He killed Storer Weird Beetles, the Brash Sigma, the Forgotten Beast. Oh my god, he killed a Forgotten Beast and 5 goblins. No wonder you survived that last combat. Ral killed 5. That's 2 badgers, 1 porcupine, 1 opossum, and 1 skunk. Considerably less impressive kills. I'm guessing most of these lads are going to only have killed, skunks. Oh no, Dragonfire's killed a dwarf, apparently. Bombwreck Hood Manor. Oh, Hood Manor. Okay, that makes sense. Fuzzy Logic, who've you killed? 1 goblin. Okay, this seems very low. Very low kills. Bergendorf's got level 14, but he hasn't killed anybody. Maybe they've just not dealt killing blows. Maybe it's just been that they've hurt people and they've bled to death elsewhere, licking their wounds, which, by the way, is definitely no substitute for bandages. I would highly recommend not to use purely licking if you've cut yourself. Unless, of course, it's a teeny little paper cut, in which case licking's probably fine. Or maybe you're some kind of hemivore, a vampire of sorts, in which case you might want to be licking someone else's wounds, because licking your own wounds is just going to be like, well, it's like eating your own shit, really, isn't it, if you think about it? You dirty, shit-eating vampire scumbag. What are you doing? Ugh. Anyway, let's get back to the action. Let's maybe unpause the game. I mean, we've been streaming for 42 minutes, so it would kind of make sense to unpause the game. Also, before we do that, actually, now that I think about it, would anybody like a dwarf named after them? Anyone interested? Let's have a little look down here. Oh, Authority, you're inside my house. Well, if you wouldn't mind, could you possibly check to see if everyone's all right upstairs and then just come down? Thank you. A wild sassbot appeared. Oh, hello. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. No, that's not a command. You need to type in exclamation mark Blade Runner, and then you will get the entire quote in which that appears. There's a number of them. Exclamation mark Crom, exclamation mark. Early on in this stream, when people hung around for a bit, I generally did a little intro for them, and there's lots of little commands for people who don't turn up anymore so much, and still some for people who do turn up, that will give you like a little, almost a poem, I suppose, or just a little bit of text to introduce that person. If Bergendorf turns up, you'll probably see theirs, because that one's one of the actually pretty good ones. Where are we? Let's keep looking. I don't mind licking a gash, says Tidy. Well, I think let's just roll with it and assume you're talking about a wound. Rather than, in fact, both can yield blood. Thinking about it probably more than I should have done. I now don't feel too keen on the thought anymore. Maybe we'll abandon this line of thinking. Moist Hand says, "Can I have a dwarf?" You certainly can, Moist Hand. Let's choose you one, shall I? I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, actually, first of all, we'll sort by nicknames. And we'll check to see who already has a nickname. A Raindog 2, Adusir, Bergendorf, Bowenblatt, Buttermut Squash, Katzan, Dragonfire, Dragonslayer, Druidsmead, Ariane, Fuzzy Logic, Kelly, Claycree, Corlinga, Meatspike, NATO, Ophselot, Plutonium Jesus, Rando 303, Shizu, The JC Experience, and Tidy. None of you need dwarves. Don't worry about it. You're still alive. If you're not on that list, you've either had a dwarf who's died, or something else has happened to them that's made them not appear on the list. I'm not sure what could be. I've not dismissed anybody. Or you haven't got a dwarf, so feel free. Let's just minimise nicknames here. Oh, thank you very much. A wild Sasspot appeared. Much appreciated for the follow. And we'll put in old... where are you? Where are you? Who was it? I saw that name. It was a newish name. It's there somewhere. Moist Hand. There we go. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to do a little bit of mouse wheel rolling, a little bit of up-down motion with my hand, just to truly tease out a random selection. Click. And we're not even on the list. Okay, let's go down a bit. I close my eyes. I roll my mouse wheel. Oh, I get a good feel for RNG. Who's this? I'm not even on... Okay, we're going to have to just use the mouse wheel. We can't do any up and down motion, or we're just going to end up not on fucking Dwarf Therapist anymore. Click, there we go. Locum Akulogem. No longer. Now you are Moist Hand. That was right, wasn't it? Moist Hand? God damn it, why can't I remember the name? It's not as if it's not distinct. Moist Hand, it is Moist Hand. M-O-I-S-T. Oh, try not to put a tilde in front of it. Moist Hand. I'm going to put a space in there. You haven't, but I feel like it deserves one. And we'll commit. There we go. Now we've got 23 nicknamed dwarves. A new Salford Sal, I think we can manage that. That's not a problem. Let's just try a little bit of randomness. Bonk, there we go. Oh, Lolor. Lolor here is now the new Salford Sal. Hopefully this one won't fall into a deep depression and dehydrate themselves to death. Salford Sal. There we go. There's a new one for you. Who else have we got? Can of Soda doesn't have one. That's okay. We can remedy that pretty quickly. Diddly 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 dee, diddly 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 dee. Random, 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 random. Your bum. Led. There we go. Led Vukarukarukan, whatever his name is. We're going to go for you. Can of Soda. Can of Soda. Is there an H on the end? There is an H. We're going to put Can of Soda. That's right. There we go. Commit. What else have we got? Geister says, sounds like something out of Rude Tales of Magic. I'm not familiar with Rude Tales of Magic. I'll have to look for that and see what it is. Authority wants a dwarf. That shouldn't be too difficult. Although, be warned, if I find you lurking around in my house, I will do bad things to you. Not that bad, though. Obviously, I don't want to go too far and get put into prison. Authority. Here we go. Oddthority. Authority. There we go. Bosh. Lovely. Commit. Who else have we got coming in here? Can of Soda. It's Cromp! ! That's the one. Just a little axe wound. Nothing too serious. Harold Beaver says, so, can you somehow get a platform built around 20 Z levels above the lone goblin? If you designated a pit zone, you can drop your goblin prisoners down onto him. That's not the worst idea. Innuendo and out the other. Oh, wow. Sasspot has appeared. Well done. Well done. Lovely little pun there. Did you ask for a dwarf? I can't see anywhere. There we go. Elof Hitter, we'll give you one. No problem. Let me just copy and paste that from chat just to make sure I don't accidentally transpose letters, misspell and call you Adolf Hitler, because that would be terrible. I mean, first of all, it would be rude to you, and secondly, it would just be poor taste. Let's close the eyes, do a little rolly wheel. There we go. Clicky clicky. Moral, set nickname, paste. I'm going to take out the underscore just because I feel very possessive over underscores. I like my shit tier SEO to be... Whoa! Excuse me. At least it didn't have anything with it. Let's keep going down. Distinct is the goal, apparently. Well, it works, Moist Hand. It's definitely distinct, whether or not I remembered it. Innuendo, more like your endo. Try again, Authority. That was not quite as good. Innuendo, out the endo? Yeah. Geister wants a dwarf. I'm going to copy that as well. Here we go. Click. Oh shit, I right-clicked which is quite good because I had to do that anyway to set the nickname. Well done, scoundrel. There we go. You're in. Commit. How many dwarves we got now? 28 dwarves with nicknames and 110 without. So get in quick. We're running low, he said, with a very obvious attempt to market more dwarf names to people. Guessing Moist Hand is a fisher dwarf, or a fish cleaner, or a well operator, or maybe just sweaty. Just a sweaty dwarf. Excuse me. Terrible coughing. What a Rudy. Oh, Nightbot, thank you for putting the Discord in chat. Well done. My goodness, chat's getting ahead of me. I still didn't have a command. Ah, well, one day Can of Soda. It's just that I haven't done them for ages. I think Bergendorf might have been the last one who got one, to be honest. I'd have to look. Evening Orchimedes, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Oh no, Orchimedes might have been the last one who got one. If you type in !Orchimedes, you'll get one for him. Authority says, I can prove that I'm in your house by poking my head in behind you. Chat will see me, but you won't. Oh, well, blimey. Let me know, chat, if you see him. Let me know. Fuck, stream indeed. It's not the be-all and end-all of the stream. It's not the raison d'etre. It's not the core principle of the stream, but it certainly is in the air, so to speak, and literally. A wild Sasspot appeared, says, I'll take a dwarf, I suppose, preferably one with a completely safe profession like woodcutter, fishing or plant gathering who never goes near any danger at all. Well, I have to say, the old carpenter, the last carpenter this fortress had, did lose their mind and go completely nutso, so not totally. I think what we'll do is let's look for the happiest dwarf in the fort, shall we? Let's look at the happiest unnicknamed dwarf in the fortress. Who've we got here? What are you? Serol? You are a brewer. I mean, that seems like a pretty good profession, right? For a dwarf. Also, a level 13 gem cutter, I notice. I think we'll go with that. Set nickname. Bosh. There we go. You're in. Oh, your name is too long. Due to technical limitations, nickname must be under 16 characters long. If you require a longer nickname, you'll have to set it within Dwarf Fortress. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fucking work. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to cut up here. I'm going to say a wild Sasspot. Or is it a wild SAS bot? Perhaps. Regardless, you're in, with a slightly truncated name. Sorry if you really, really hate that, but unfortunately it's the only way it's happening. Not the deadliest catch. No, that's not the best place to be getting fish. That's the best place to get washed overboard, I think. Silk Gatherer, definitely not safe. Oof, very unsafe. That's going to put you close to the Forgotten Beasts when they turn up. Einian says, get me in there, but call it Zwayayarn. Zwayayarn. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Guessing very much. Are you not already in here? You're not already in here. I could have sworn you already had one. Oh, I love this song. Right, you're in. There you go. Zwayarn. Commit. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you probably have died, to be honest. There's been a few. We've had quite a few deaths. The turnover has not been small. Orchimedes was an orcish mathematician, physicist, engineer, inventor and space boy. Although few details of his life is remembered, he is thought of as one of the boys what put meat back on the menu. Sasspot is fine. It was already taken on Twitch. Oh. Well, if I remember later, I'll remove the "a wild" from the front and we'll get there. If my combat report still exists, I would like to know if my death was glorious or not. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a little look. Einian, are we in here? Goblin Wrestler. Hammer Dwarf. Can we search in here? We can't really. Spaceship Rat went into a martial trance. It's a shame he's not been saved by the Time Warp, but okay. Dwarven babies fighting. No recent announcements. It looks like if you are in here, it's long past announcements. Such tragedy. Such earth-shattering tragedy. Let's go into here and... Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry. Let's... There we go. Go back to Dwarf Fortress. I'll have a little peek and see if we can look amongst the dead and missing and find old Einian. First of all, we want to get rid of these goblins. Go past them. Find some nicknames. Where are you, nicknames? Do they keep their nicknames in death? That would be handy. Oh, there's Orchimedes. Dead. Dead, dead, dead. One day we'll all be dead. No one else though. Where are we? Hi, Neon, there you are. Let's have a look. Does it give us the cause of death? Can we view it? V view unit. No. I think... No, that's it. It's not showing us the thing. Sadly. Sadly not. Anyway, let's come back out again, and now that we're out of the naming frenzy, wasn't that exciting, let's start thinking about what I need to do to replicate the successes before the crash and avoid the failures. First, we want to get all this crap out of the corridor, which means expanding the animal stockpile to empty the traps. It means making a stockpile for leather armour, and it also means making a melt stockpile down in the industrial zone. There we go, so P. So here's our first stockpile going in. Make it nice and big to fit everything in. Lovely. And then we'll go in here and set... there we go. Set the settings. It's not an animal stockpile, so disable the animals, so to speak. And then we need to come down here and we want weapons and trap components enabled, and armor enabled, and ammo enabled. Right, in type here, we want everything except... Oh, ammo. We want all types of ammo. Except other materials. We don't want other materials. That'll do. Just the metal stuff that can be melted. Weapons and trap components. We want all types except for spiked balls. And we want all materials except for steel. Bosh, there we go. Armour, basically the same. We don't want other materials. Forbid. And we don't want steel. Bang. Do we want silver? Yeah, we do. We want silver. It'll be fine. Oh dear, excuse me. Whoa! Oh my goodness, what an evening. What a rootin' tootin' stream it's going to be. I can already feel the pressure. Let's go back up to the surface. We need... no, go back down there. We want a stockpile for all the leather armour, don't we? So, let's do this. That's not how you put a stockpile in. P, there we go. Let's come over here. Can I reset it to armour? Let's do that in the settings. Why bugger around? Excuse me. There we go. Let's click on it. Settings. No, that's not how it works. Click on it. There we go. Settings. And then we come down to turn off animals. Disable. Oh my god, it's going to happen again. That was the chair, not me. That was me. Jesus Christ, what's happening? Well, I know what's happening. I'm breaking wind. But why so frequently? I was alright most of the day. Armour, here we go. Enable. We don't want metal armour. Let's forbid that. And then we want all the other kinds of armour, so that's fine. That's good, right? Yeah? Question mark? Frilly chausses? What are chausses? I'm going to have to Google that. Let's have a little look at what a chausse is. C-H-A-U-S-S-E-S. Chausses. Oh, hello. It's got a pronunciation thing as well. Pantaloons or close-fitting coverings for the legs and feet, in particular those forming part of a knight's armour. Chausse. Chausse. Very exciting. One more time. Chausse. Oh, wow. Amazing. I learned something today. What an amazing thing. Cabbage, sausage, too much ticker. We did have a few beans for dinner, and I must admit, neither of the kids finished their beans, and I ate all their beans, so it could be the fact that I've eaten the majority of a tin of beans. That could be it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We won't see. I don't think you can actually analyse a fart to determine what particular foodstuffs or ailments have produced it. Or can you? If you're a flatulologist, a fartician, let me know. I'd love to know. I'd love to find out more about the mysterious private life of flatulence. Let's put that new workshop, a new carpenter's workshop in, because if we don't have a carpenter's workshop, we can't carpent. And much as stone and metal is cooler than wood, it is a little bit awkward if you can't carpent. Excuse my sniffles. Let's get rid of both of those ghosts. I'm going to go to the Craftsdorf workshop. I'm going to say add an Alt-S slab. Obviously Udil needs one. They're a ghost. Add another one. Litast needs one. They're a ghost. Add. Right, anybody else? Doesn't look like we've got any other spooks spooking the fort out, which is good. Well, we want to avoid ghosts as much as possible. And I think we've got enough places to bury the dead that we don't need to worry too much about them unless their bodies have become irretrievable or destroyed. which is bad. Petrovsky, hey, you exist again. I do exist. Thank you for noticing, and welcome back to the stream. I think I heard somewhere in the UK eats like 80% of the world's baked beans. Really? Intriguing. A fartition. Yes, it's not the nicest word, is it? But it works. It works. It gets the idea across of what I'm talking about, I think. 80% of the world's baked beans. Well, that implies to me that baked beans are a really, really British thing and not really consumed elsewhere in the world. Can our international brethren and sistren confirm this? What about the Americans? I'm sure Americans eat baked beans, and Canadians, right? I know in France they have like tins of like the beans that are basically baked beans but in a completely different kind of sauce, but maybe, who knows? They are consumed other places, but fucking nobody does stuff like beans on toast here. Really? Beans are part of something else and never really eaten on their own. Huh. Hello butternut squash, welcome back. Intriguing. Because I thought beans are pretty good. Beans on a jacket potato though, right? Beans on a jacket potato, a little bit of grated cheese. It's making me excited just thinking about it. Beans on toast, it's great. I'm surprised it's not a common thing elsewhere in the world. Just a couple of slices of toast, maybe a bit of butter if you need it, but the bean juice is usually enough. Heat the beans up on top of the toast, bang. Tasty. Nice, it's good. Canadians do. I thought so. Never as a direct component like beans and potatoes. Really? Huh. Burritos and chili. So you only eat beans as like an ingredient rather than like a topping or something like that. We're making baked beans next week, says Geister. Intriguing. East Coast for sure, lots of baked beans. Oh, Canadian. East, that's Nova Scotia kind of. That's that side of Canada, right? I forget which of the two major cities is on which side. I say two major cities, I'm forgetting about Montreal, of course. Montreal's east-ish? Like more east, like east of centre, and it's the one where they do all the filming of stuff is on the west. Like, what's it? Toronto. Toronto West? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. My geography is not good inside the UK, let alone outside. No, it's a common side dish. Okay, yes, no, I get you. I thought so. Can't be the UK eating 80% of the world baked beans. That seems like an awfully inflated statistic. We'll see. Ken of Soda says, I'm Canadian too, and I've never really seen people just straight up eat beans unless it was like chili. An ingredient, not a topping, a direct part of the meal. West Coast at least. Boston baked beans are a thing. West in Canada is pretty much everything west of Ontario. That's the other, Ontario and, I just said the name of the other one that begins with T, but it isn't Tacoma. Fuck! Toronto, that's the one. Because I can name Toronto, Ontario, and Montreal, and there's another one that's the capital I can't remember the name of now. It's Quebec. Quebec's a city, isn't it? Or is that fuck it, let's not get bogged down in Canadian fucking geography. It's going to drive the stream off a cliff. Pretty much like Heinz beans. Oh, because that's Boston baked beans, is it? Is that a brand or is it a style? I wonder. Toronto is east. Oh, so the one on the west is the other one. Oh my god. I think you know what's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. I think most people eat beans differently. Possibly. That might be it. Maybe what we call baked beans is a slightly idiosyncratic version of bean that is baked. They would. It definitely inflated. They certainly inflated me. Aren't most of Canadian cities in that bit near Detroit, the rest being desolate? I think there's definitely one that's like on the west and east. There's like two big cities, one west and one east. I mean, I could be wrong though. I'm not a Canadian and I've never been there. In fact, I've never been outside. Have I been outside Europe? No, I've never been outside Europe. So, you know, and to be honest, I haven't exactly travelled widely in Europe. Alright, so let's get this over with. I'm just going to try and get rid of all the gas. I feel like I'm empty. Good. And then we'll carry on. Quebec City is a place, but it's also a province. Calgary, that's the one. Calgary. Oh, hello. Inebric Librero. Poop indeed, and pop. Edmonton is Ottawa and Edmonton. Ah, yeah. Now, the more I think about it, the more I can think of Canadian cities. Then again, how do they compare in size to sort of London, Manchester, and Liverpool and places like that? I mean, Birmingham. They're all fairly big cities. I mean, London's fucking massive. More population-wise, Ontario and Quebec have the vast majority of the population, yeah, but amusingly, more of the GDP comes out of Alberta and such. Doesn't a huge amount of the GDP, or at least historically, come out of British Columbia selling cannabis to the Americans? I thought that was like a massive slice of the Canadian pie, economically speaking. Canadian pie, that sounds like a thing, doesn't it? Mining and logging. Right, you've got plenty of trees, fucking tons of trees. Why travel when you can project via the magic of the internet? That's true, Harold Beaver. That's true. I'm not opposed to travelling, but I'm not a big holiday guy. I mean, it has to be said, if it was up to me, I wouldn't really go on holiday at all. I quite like sitting here at my computer, but that's not to say that I wouldn't be interested to see other parts of the world. I just like to have a reason to go to places. Just the idea of going on holiday and sitting somewhere on a beach and reading a book is frustrating to me. The idea of just going and sitting by a pool, I'm like, I'm paying money. Why the fuck am I just sitting here doing nothing? I could do this at home. I do this at home. Why am I doing it here, where, more often than not, it's fucking boiling? Oh, I went to Cyprus. The day we left, it hit 40 fucking degrees. My blood was evaporating out of my pores. For Americans, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'm talking Celsius, so we're almost halfway to boiling point. Oh God, 40? Insane. I mean, some of you probably come from countries that routinely get hotter, but I can't handle it. I'm a cold weather fella. That's me. I like the mist and rain and the fog. That's my kind of weather. It's actually a chunk of BC's income. Yeah, I thought so. I remember watching that The Union documentary. It's pretty good. Most of BC's money is in steel and lumber/paper and shipping. Due to shipping laws and import taxes, a fuck ton of goods come from the US via British Columbia, such as Chinese steel. Chinese steel, is that a big import through America? Surely you've got your own ports for that. Then again, I suppose maybe the infrastructure is just easier going through other places. I imagine Detroit has a pretty good steel shipping infrastructure, right? With all their car industry they used to have being the operative thing there. Maple syrup? Alberta is Canada's cash colony. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, is that 40 degrees? Ah, interesting. It's a big reason why separatism is still talked about for Alberta. We've got a lot of places in the UK that want to break out. We've got both York and Cornwall have movements to cede from the UK, which frankly, I mean, at this point, why fucking not? Go for it. There's not much left to worry about anymore. We may as well just splinter out into little groups and have London be a city-state. That would probably end up being better anyway. Canada's Halifax is way bigger than the UK's Halifax. Physically, but in terms of population, I don't know. Nearly everything I know about that sort of region, Halifax, Nova Scotia, that area, comes from the Curse of Oak Island TV show, which is one of my guilty pleasures. I do love it. I love it. I absolutely fucking love that programme. I watch it every week. How many degrees of freedom units is that? Well, I've got no idea. Not being free and all that. Isn't New York bigger than York too? Yes, definitely. Probably by population and by land size. Easily. Well, actually, no, because New York's up in the northeast, isn't it? So, yeah, so as you go towards the northeast, the states get smaller. I'm not entirely sure how big New York is compared to the UK. I'm pretty sure the UK is about the size of 2 of the mid-sized states, although I could be wrong. I don't really know. I've got no idea. It's not the infrastructure. You can't import certain Chinese goods directly into the US. Oh, so you're saying from Canada to the US rather than from the US to Canada. That makes sense. Just a touch bigger, I'd imagine. Liverpool has started to want away as well. I mean, to be honest, if you live in certain parts of the UK, I mean, it seems like, why the fuck are we letting these idiots hang on? Let's just get out of here. I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of being English. It's a bit shit at the minute. It's, you know, like, you know, you hear things and see things, and you realise people exist, and you're like, fucking disgusting. But never mind. Never mind. Manchester would like to join Scotland and rejoin the EU. Well, good luck with that. I mean, you're a little bit far from Scotland. You're going to be a bit of an outlier, but give it a go. Give it a go. Give it a go. See what happens. Anyway, should we play some Dwarf Fortress, or should we just sit here for another half hour babbling on about pretty much nothing? I think we should play a little bit of Dwarf Fortress at least, just to pay lip service to the platform we're working with. My coffee's probably stone cold, right? Yeah. I'll make a drink in a little bit. So what are we looking at here? What's the scenario? Making stockpiles, that was it. We've done the one for armour. We've done the melting stockpile, but we haven't designated it for melting, so let's do that. Capital M, auto melt. Lovely. Let's go back up to the top. What did we make up here? Oh, that was it. Another stockpile for spiked balls. And if I remember rightly, what we did was we clicked on this one and we said L for load save settings. We saved the settings and we called it trade balls. There we go. And then we make a new stockpile and we do from, not from there, oh fuck off you tit. P, there we go, make a new stockpile here, all the way up there. Click here. S. And then no, that's not right, is it? We want to do L and apply the settings. There we go. L, load settings, trade balls. Bang! There we go. All good. And then we also make it auto trade like the other one. Auto trade. That's auto glass, isn't it? I was about to do a jingle, but it's the incorrect jingle. Now, important thing to do here. Build the constructed wall. That's what we need to do. But first we need to remove the diorite door. So, click in there. X, remove the door. This one here, X, remove the door, good, and then we start digging a tunnel round from here. 1, 2, 3, there we go, and then bish bosh, bash bosh, bish bash. Oh, hang on, do I want it to go there? I think technically I want it to come like that across there. There we go, and then do that, and then remove one of those. There we go. That's sort of okay. It's ugly as fuck, but it'll do for now. Let's go like that. That makes a little bit more visual sense to me. Okay, so once that's removed, we can block it off. Do I really want... Okay, I want to remove that one, don't I? Slate for removal, and then build a wall in there, there, and there. Good. Okay, let's unpause for a sec and let things unfurl, so to speak. Actually, I'm going to open up the inner one already. Let's go and open up the inner door, which is that one. Add, pull, now, escape. And once that goes down, we can hook up the bridge down below in the caverns, which would be a good thing to do with priorities. So build, trap component, that's a table, trap component, lever. We'll pop the lever in over here. There we go, lovely lever, make it with a nice mechanism. Just wait a minute for that to get done, and then once it's placed, hopefully this will be down and we'll be able to link it up to the lever down below. There we go. So back to that lever, not built yet. Can we link this up to any more upright spikes? Nope, all the upright spikes are currently linked up to it. Somebody build this, please. We need a mechanic. We need a mechanic as quickly as we can. That would be nice. So much Papega in my spelling. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of Papega every now and again. A little bit too much Papega, of course. Bad idea, but it's all good. Let's have a little look. I can't wait until Britain has to come crawling to the Commonwealth to support them without the EU. I mean... Sure. I mean, honestly, if I was given a chance to move to Canada and my family were on board with it, I'd probably give it a go. I mean... Even the fucking royal family are abandoning Britain, and this should be the only place they're fucking welcome. These disgusting parasites. Fucking royal family, how embarrassing. 2020 and we've still got fucking nobles. Fuck off. got another reason to be sick to the back teeth of being English. Anyway, we need to finish your temple. That's right, Anemic Libero. That's not wrong at all. London doesn't know that. Manchester is far away from Scotland. It's all just north. To a degree. I've got relatives up north, though, so like around Hull and that sort of way. So I know a little bit about up northnish. But, excuse me, not a lot. Whoa, hello. Good Lord. Oh, my God. One more? Oh, just one more for luck. Good. Where were we? I've punished myself too much. Does the Commonwealth really mean anything these days? I mean, not that I'm aware of. And nowadays, there's not much point in separation, to be honest. Back in the day when race was the thing which separated free men from peasants, peasants from serfs and serfs from serfs, nationalism and separatism kind of made sense. Nowadays, who cares about it? Just mind your life. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Like being... like sovereignty isn't that fucking important, to be fair. I liked being in the EU. It was cool. And then fucking weirdos with conspiracy theories got upset. And this is a friend of the father of a friend once came up to me and said, "You know what the problem today is? You know what the problem is? It's the Jews." And I was like, whoa, hello, let me just check my watch. Apparently it's 1940s. Wow. Or indeed just the pre-1930s. Fuck me, where did this come from? Turns out he reads the Daily Mail, so, of course. Man, that was an uncomfortable 5-minute conversation as he explained to me exactly why the Jews are responsible for all the world's current woes. Not just, some problems, all of them. And not just, some Jews. All of them. I was like, what? Are you serious? I didn't say that. I was too dumbstruck. I was watching my friend wince as he did the washing up over his dad's shoulder. I sort of like went, what's this? And then he was like, oh no. So yeah, embarrassing moment. Let's carry on looking at this. With Canada and Australia being what we are and the UK separating, I can only imagine the UK trying to get the Commonwealth to help them out a lot more now. Yeah, you should really say fuck off. Like, nah, it's not really cool. Let's have a look down here. Isn't it still an important thing for citizenship though? Becoming a citizen of another Commonwealth nation is supposed to be pretty easy. Yeah. But to be honest, I mean... it's super easy to emigrate between like Canada and the UK compared to the US and the UK. Yeah, but it's still pretty hard to get into Canada, isn't it? Canada's fairly weirdly enough, the amount of space you have, and Australia, they're both kind of like, no, don't come in, don't, leave us alone, which is weird. If you're Scottish, I don't think that the English Parliament is actively trying to stop you from getting a desk job and having a couple of kids. No. But I think that definitely the Scottish people would have preferred to remain in Europe. Oh God, says Can of Soda, I had a big argument with someone the other day because they thought we were actually paying for Harry or whoever it is to be here. No, you're too sensible to fucking pay for a royal family. That's madness. Sick to the back teeth. I like that. Never heard it before. I'm not sure of the etymology of where it comes from, but as you can probably guess, because I used it, I've definitely heard it before. A triple. Yeah. And it's got to be the beans, right? It's got to be the beans. Oh, oafs a lot. You better be ready for the odds to change. You never know, I might run out. Or I could recount. You never know. Recount, refill. Commonwealth still matters. In a globalist world where trade is a thing that makes or breaks countries, having a childhood acquaintances from the Commonwealth clique helps out with trade and UN votes and stuff. You know what? That doesn't help most people. That only helps people with the sort of right connections. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but the UK has a real, the class system and money begetting money is still very real in this country. Oddly enough, maybe not so much as it is in America, but still, it's a big thing. You go into the right school, meeting the right people can determine whether or not you make a lot of money or not. I mean, not that you can't make money and be from a regular background. It's just not anywhere near as likely. Social mobility is going down, down, down. For years, they've been chopping off bits like free education and things like that. It's sad. I've heard a hard time believing that trade negotiators place much concrete value on symbolism and old time's sake. It depends, because, I mean, like, looking at our parliament, some of the people in there are living in fucking fairy tale land. I mean, honestly, they are such painfully romantic idiots that it's unbelievable. I mean, most of them couldn't even fucking operate a computer. That's really just makes it so painful. And none of them, I mean, even the parties I should like, I look at them and go, who is this fucking tit you've got standing in this fucking place? I mean, I don't want to vote for any of you, but I have to, because otherwise we end up with fucking reactionary fascist parties winning. Ugh. Actually, Fry Guy, I'm just worked up now. I'm agitated. And I was feeling pretty rough before I started. Again, it's Dr. Twitch. It makes me feel better. Twitching makes me feel good. Oh, Mike Jones 8004 followed 14 minutes ago and I missed it. Thank you very much. Apologies for missing that. It might not matter for most people, but you asked if it matters, and it still does. It does, yeah, a bit. Do people really discriminate on accents? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Talking the right way can get you quite a long way in the UK. Have to choose the lesser of two weevils. Well, it's a good pun, but I'm not sure on the context in which it's relevant here. So, C+. Trade negotiations between private firms have to respect the laws and tariffs and the specifics of trade deals which are decided between countries, not private firms. Yeah, sure, that's very true, but I mean, the people who negotiate those things are of a certain... They come from a certain pool of people, and in the UK, that pool of people is... I mean, I don't know how it is in other countries, but I have worked for some people who were stone cold fuckwits, like genuinely fucking ignorant, like just incredibly dumb, like, you know, vulnerable in the most unbelievable way to pure bullshit, and with a complete lack of understanding of just basic science and stuff, and yet they were earning like 3 or 4 times more than me and being congratulated for their sheer slack-jawed fuckwittery. It was just painful. Like, oh God. I know I'm probably being harsh, but I just feel harsh. Very angry. That's true. You do have to choose the lesser... Oh, I see. Regarding the... Yeah, that makes sense. You do have to choose the lesser of two evils. I mean, it's not really the lesser of two evils. Over here, it's the lesser of 3 or 4 evils. Hello, Fairyman. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Can you contribute to chat in a manner that will lighten the mood? We've got to stray away from politics. Let's not... Oh, excuse me. Let's not get too far down the politics road, because that's just going to yield hideous, painful results. I mean, if you really want to feel pain, watch a UK programme called Question Time. It's like the BBC's flagship politics programme. I say flagship. They have other better programmes about politics, but it's the one that gets the views. And essentially they get a panel of people on who answer questions from the audience, who is made up from a very carefully selected group of people in the local area where they're filming that week. And they try to make sure the political views of the audience are balanced, which is weird considering certain areas lean one way and certain areas lean another way, so you get this weird sort of skewing of the opinions. Regardless, they just have to ask the panel questions, and the panel often contains like sitting MPs, active politicians and stuff like that, and just listening to some of the shit the politicians say is almost as bad as hearing some of the stuff the fuckwits off the street say. I mean, sometimes you just want to get in that audience, grab people by the scruff of the neck and slap them around the face saying, "Read a fucking book, you stupid cunt!" But of course you can't do that because it's against the law. And I wouldn't do that because I'm not that confident when it comes to that kind of stuff. More baked bean music, that's right. Beans, they're good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel, so eat baked beans for every meal, as the old song goes. Good, Fairyman, keep it that way. Keep it that way. Do not delve into this cesspool of politics. Although, no doubt, wherever you are, France, I believe, you've got your own problems. You can deal with those. I don't know much about French issues. So, why am I trying to think about French politics? It's still politics. Ugh. The BBC show is called Question Time, and you can find it on BBC iPlayer, which you should be able to access if you have a VPN, or I imagine it's available through more nefarious means if you look for it. I mean, honestly, it can be excruciating to watch. Like, fucking excruciating. That fucking Nigel Farage was on it so many times. Oh, sorry. It makes for kind of entertaining YouTube clips for outsiders. Oh, it doesn't show Britain in the best light, I have to say. Oh, here we go. If you want to get back to Dwarf Fortress, a wild sassbot, thank you. Do you know anything about creating natural flow in water without resorting to DF hack commands? No. I didn't even know that was possible. Is it? Is it? I don't know. Doesn't everyone have political problems? And we here in the US set the bar. I don't know if you do. I think the UK is in serious competition with you. I mean, sure, I used to look at American politics and go, oh, how smug and superior I feel. It's wonderful. At least I'm not an American. And now I'm like, Jesus Christ, it might not actually be as bad to be an American. But I do feel like you've got a weird, like, the extremes are more extreme in your country. Like, fuck. Yeah, anyway, let's not go too far down that line. Just the president trying and his government to pass laws about retirement in force while the news are overflowed by coronavirus. Yes, coronavirus, the big leveler of this current day. News is bad. I mean, you don't know what you can't tell. Like, propaganda everywhere. It's fucking insane. Like, TV news is bullshit, online news is bullshit, newspapers are bullshit. Where are you supposed to learn anything about the world these days? It's crazy. Super Tuesday didn't go too well. Oh god, I can't imagine. I can't imagine it going well. I don't actually have a capability to imagine things like that happening in a way that I would like. Literally, nothing I have ever voted for has happened or won in an election. I've got such niche views, apparently, in this country that there is zero chance of anyone I would even consider voting for winning. And then we get that fucking dickhead Boris Johnson in charge. I mean, admittedly, there's practically no way I would ever vote Tory. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, Boris Johnson, are you for fucking real? Come on. Ugh. Anyway, that's true. Brazil does have some history. I remember as a kid, I watched a documentary about they were taking homeless people off the streets in Brazil and doing medical experiments on them, and there was a big scandal about it. I was watching I think it was a Dispatches documentary, and it probably would have been somewhere between 87 and maybe 1990, late 80s. I was just at the tail end of my primary school years. Fucking amazing. It set me onto documentaries for the rest of my life. I do love a good documentary. Not on Netflix though. They don't vet anything on there. It's fucking garbage. European starter pack. Be corrupted to the bone. Pretend that you're better than America. Yeah, that's true. Constantly claim Europeans aren't racist while also warning tourists not to ever trust a Roma. Oh my god, that's... I mean... I'm not a racist, but... Oh, wait a minute, but? No. Learn about your own country by importing your news from elsewhere. That's not a bad idea, to be honest. If you look at news about your country from different places, it gives you a very different view of what's what. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again, but in the UK we have an incredibly, not me, but a lot of people have an incredibly romantic view of the imperial era, and we should go back to the Empire period where we ruled half of the world, 3/4 of the world. Oh, it was brilliant. It was amazing. Everybody loved being part of British colonial rule. Yes, I'm sure they did. That's why they tried to kill us when we went there. Fucking idiots. They all claim to be pushing for green issues, but do they actually fucking do it? No. The Green Party might actually, but then they've also got that weird sort of anti-nuclear thing going on, which is inexplicable, but never mind. You're quite right there, Petrovsky, but as a rule, I mean, just, you know, you can't tar everybody with the same brush. Keep reading. I'm just going to try and get past the politics here. It's probably best to avoid. Yeah, no, the hypocrisy about like people going, oh, the US is so racist, and then being racist is unbelievable. They can't be racist if they're white. You can only be racist to black people, can't you? That's just fucking idiocy. Both cavern layers had edge tiles that refilled anemic libero, but I'm sure there was something obscure that I missed about the requirements. Oh, okay, this is to do with the water thing. Okay, right, that's it. No more politics. No more politics. We're going back into a fortress. Good God, sorry if you're watching on YouTube and you just had to put up with me ranting and vomiting my opinions everywhere. I'll try to avoid doing it again. Okay, what happened? Why are we in the bedroom floor? Oh, a baby. Of course. That's what we need. More babies. Let's unpause. Get these doors moved out of the way. What's going on with the military? Why are they there? Okay, they've been stationed. We need to remove their orders. There we go. You go back to your daily grind. And I will start building walls in the correct places. Looks like that's good. Build constructed wall. Pop it in there. Make it out of quartzite. Sure. Another wall in there. Fantastic. Also made a quartzite. And then we need to get this door removed ASAP. Needs furniture hauling. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be someone along relatively quickly. I should not have connected this up prior to arse. Shitbags. Okay, let's go down to the caverns and connect up the fucking damn. Looks like we're not connecting that gate up again. The forgotten beast Zor Omongongongo has come, a great eyeless pterosaur. It has 4 long curving horns, and it is slavering. Its azure scales are blocky and set far apart. Beware its deadly spittle. Oh, this is worse than the last one. And why is it on this floor? Where is it? Let's try and hunt it down. I can't see it anywhere. You, others, uninvited guest, Z. There they are, look, right here. If we zoom out a bit, we might get a better idea. It's not immediately close to the entryway, but also it's not exactly miles away either. What are you doing down here? Oh, people are collecting fucking webs, aren't they? Right, first of all, forbid passage, keep tightly closed. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Anybody out in the caverns, you're dead. Unfortunately, we can't do anything to rescue you. At best, you will be able to distract the Forgotten Beast for a little while before we get this hooked up. Right, up to the hook room. They still haven't built that fucking lever. Can we connect any of these other levers up conveniently? I don't think it's going to happen, is it? Do I close the lever and risk not getting any of our people down in those lower areas back up? Or do we attempt to wall it off? Excuse me, there's another one for the tally keeper, just in case you're one of the people following it. How soon is Bannerlord to release? I don't know, I've not played any of the Bannerlord saga. People say it's really good, but I've just never got around to picking it up. Tidy. I don't know if you've actually got a dwarf in the fortress at the moment. I think you may have died in a previous thing. Yeah, Tidy, you're dead. You're definitely not in the caverns, because you'll have died. Let's zoom back in a little bit there, and... oh, shit, I really shouldn't have connected this bit up yet, should I? What a fucking idiot. Alright, let's unpause it for a sec. Let's set the alert so everybody comes back in. MA civilian alert. Bosh. Drop what you're doing. We'll fix it all up in a minute. Also, let's follow the lad around. There we go. Zoom. Follow. And see where it's going. You coming straight for the gates? Gates! It looks like it is heading our way. It's taking a while though, so maybe we've got time. I'm going to check to see who's on their way up. We've got nobody in the stairway yet. Got somebody there. We can definitely be closing all of these, so it has to fight its way through. That'll be good. LO. LO. I feel like a wall here might be an excellent proposition. Oh, hello. And the neighbour's back garden lights have turned on. Oh, is there anyone down in the mines? Probably not, right? I think all of the ore and gems have been brought out. They're not going to be coming down here for stone yet, are they? Or are they? It's hard to say. Oh, we haven't even got all the ore out. Shit. Alright, keep going down. As the bishop said to the choir boy. Boom! Let's check it out. No? Nobody down here? You know what? If you're down in the mines, you're probably stuffed. It's a little bit low. Let's just check to see... Oh yeah, this level. I forgot about these. The spikes might actually be useful. LO. LO. Hello, hello, hello. Let's keep going down, see if we spot... Okay, so... Oh, there's also some doors here that can be locked. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so... we may be able to kill it with the spikes. If we can get everybody out of the main hallway as quickly as possible and then start pulling the lever. Oh no, we've got to build this fucker first, haven't we? What I've got to do is press W, add to the burrow, and I'll make this available for the burrow. Yep, there we go. And then... what are you doing? Oh, scoundrel. Come on. Okay, so now we have access to those areas to build the walls. That's good. Hopefully they'll do that. And the main area will be empty. Why are you standing there? Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you standing in the trap zone? Tell me more about yourself. Bergendorf has sunk into a depression. Oh dear. Are you here, Bergendorf? Oh, Mount and Blade Bannerlord. Oh, I thought you were talking about Banner Saga. Oh, okay. I've never played Mount and Blade Bannerlord either. I don't play Mount and Blade, in fact. I think I've got one of the games someone gifted me. Oh no, it's something Crusade or something? I don't know. Those melee, first-person melee games have never really caught my attention. They always seem like they might be a little bit too, I don't know, clunky. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. You were here last name check, were you? I think you are, Furry Man. I think you're still around. Oh. No. Oh, hang on. They're not in... Oh, Tidy, you are alive. Sorry, Tidy. Hang on a minute. They're not in alphabetical order for some reason. Let's sort by... There we go. Now I can see if they're in order. Furry Man, you're not here. You have died, but... Tidy, you are alive. Don't worry. You are still alive. It won't stop it, a wild Saspot, but it will slow it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. The lower spikes are hooked up. We've done that, don't worry. Or have we? I need to check that. Shit. Well, you know what I mean when I say clunky. It's not like first-person shooter. Not a first-person shooter kind of mechanics. It just feels a bit different. You know, I'm not totally against the idea of trying it, but... let me check this lever's linked up like it should be. Add upright spear spike. No? What the fuck? Let's try again. Click. Click. Add upright spear spikes. Nothing that can be linked up. All the spikes are linked up to that lever. So, hopefully Bergendorf won't get spiked to death. Oh shit, we still got ghosts. I forgot about that. And we've still got that farmer coming up with the silk. Are these locked? Not yet. They're just there to slow the Forgotten Beast down, not to stop it. And then we're just going to start pulling the lever, because otherwise it's going to be real problematic. We want to get it poking it down below. A, P, repeat. There we go. And then I'm going to go and let this run for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch the spikes go down. Bergendorf, really get out of there. Bergendorf, please move. Please move. Please move. Plusmov. He's not moving. The spikes have gone down. Okay, I've paused it again. Let's go down to the caverns by finding the thing. Uninvited guest. Zoom. Follow. We'll follow it for a bit, see where it goes. Has it gone off the screen? Shit. No, it's still there. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I see it. Let's follow it for a sec, see how it goes. Is it just going to sit there for a bit? I think it is going to sit there for a bit. We might have a chance. Chance! Is it paused though? That's no, it's paused. That's why it's not doing anything. Right, now it's paused, but it is unpaused. But it is sitting there. It does appear to be being quiet and just minding its own business, which is good. I think it is good, isn't it? Let's oh, Bergendorf, you died. Definitely what I would describe as a suboptimal death. Oh, hang on, we've got someone else dead as well. Aban Idenkathin's corpse. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, is anyone bringing up the walls to plug this in? I want this plugged ASAP. No, don't suspend it. Why are you suspending it? It's no longer... There's a fucking place you can stand in the burrow right next to it. Also, this can be pulled away. Come on. Need to place those memorial slabs, don't we? Let's go down to the graveyard. Build. Alt-S for memorial slab. I would like to place it here. And then we'll look for the memorials. There we go, there's one. Alt-S. Place the slab. X. Memorial there. Alt-S. Enter. X. Memorial. That's the last of the memorials ready to be placed. Let's have a quick look and see where our little intruder is. No. Z, sorry, not F. There we go. And look at the little shit. Thought he could sneak in. Yeah, but you've got to get through a door, haven't you? Yeah, you have. Pause. Right, back up to the surface. Is this getting done, or has it been suspended again? It isn't suspended, so that's good. Come on, somebody get up there. Somebody do it. Please. Does the actual job need to be in the zone? That's the question. W. Add new. Expand. There you go. In there. And in there. And in there. Come on, get these done. Get them done. Somebody build these fucking things. We've got 29 idlers. For Christ's sake, somebody can build this damn wall. Why is it suspended? Okay, check the alerts. Cancels make green glass. Cancels melt a metal object. Stockpile. Sand bearing unrotten. Needs window. Dwarf suspended the construction of wall. Cancels construct building. Forbidden area. It's not forbidden anymore though, is it? Okay, it's not forbidden now. Someone going to come and do it? What are these boys up to? Are these boys coming to do the building? Please be coming to do the building. Take the door out, that's fine. We can live with the door coming out, but we want to get this built quickly. Come on, come on, come on. I can hear chat selling me something. They're probably saying, don't do this, there's a better way, scoundrel. But unfortunately, I'm oblivious at the moment. Come on. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Why is this guy smoothing the stone floor? He's not. He's socialising. Who with? There's nobody there. For fuck's sake. Get the door out. Okay, let's pause it and look at chat. See what's going on. Nobody plays Mountain Blade. Oh, hang on a minute. What have we got here? blah 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 blah. By the way, today I've tried World of Horror, and oh my god, this game is so good. I am tempted to buy that, actually. I'm very tempted to buy World of Horror. I know it will kill the viewers. Well, not literally kill the viewers, but kill the numbers. But I wonder how many people are actually watching. That's a good question. I'm guessing somewhere in the mid-20s. That's a guess. Let's have a little look. Let's see. Let's see what the numbers say. Currently, it says... fucking hell, 38. Has the world lost its mind? Good lord. Yeah, I am very tempted to play that World of Horror, but the material you selected as the building material might not be inside the burrow. That's not a bad call, actually. That makes sense. Nobody plays Mount and Blade for the combat experience. It's more of a role-playing game. The systems just get the job done enough to feel like you're a warlord managing an army. It's logistics and leading it in battle. That's interesting. I'm all about that. Somebody died. They did. We can see the combat log. I'm pretty sure it was Bergendorf getting killed from the belows. The menacing copper spike strikes the wood burner in the head, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull, and tearing the brain through the steel helm. A tendon in the skull has been torn. The wood burner has been knocked unconscious. Please don't let Fuzzy Logic be dead. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. It was a fight with a goblin, that was. Okay, it's just Bergendorf who's died. Although, having said that, the copper spike going through the steel helm, that's ridiculous. Let's have a look. The World of Horror, how nines is it? The material you selected as the building material might be inside the burrow, nines. Cured his depression, dwarven psychiatry. I mean, a spike through the brain is technically a lobotomy, so maybe it did cure his depression. Who knows? Changing to ride home mode. Oh, that's it on the phone, eh, Dragonfire? Don't worry. Papega fingers. Papega. That's a great game. I'm really tempted to get World of Horror. In fact, tonight I might buy it and have a little tickle after Dwarf Fortress. What time is it? 20 to 1 in the morning. Maybe if I'm starting to flag, I'm not flagging too bad, about 2 a.m, I might get World of Horror. I am tempted. I've been watching Angori Tom play it, and it's an interesting looking game. There has to be a full path that's all inside the burrow. They can't pass through non-burrow tiles, even if the job itself is within the area. What? Somebody told me the exact opposite the other day. Somebody told me that as long as the area they are working is in the burrow, that's fine, and they'll path out of the burrow to get to it. Excuse me. That's what I heard. Another one for the tallyman to tally. Virtual Spaceman says it might be suspended because the item they need to build with is not in the burrow for them to pick up. Okay. Okay, alright then. In that case, let's add this entire room here to the burrow. That should be it. W, enter. Oh no, not there. So, there. Okay, right. Enter, there we go. Now we can enter this whole room. And this should put the materials to be used inside the burrow. Correct? I mean, that's not suspended anymore. People are coming up, that's good. Let's check to see where old FB is. There we go, where are you? Zoom. He's past the first door. Let's unpause. Okay, he's just having a little breather. He's just staying down here for some reason. Is he destroying the bridge? Is that his current goal? I don't know. This guy looks like he's building the wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Oh, you are a fucking prick. Suspended again. Suspended. Unsuspended. Okay, let's assume they do need a pathway all the way from the place to the other place, right? So enter. They need to be able to come through here. They need to be able to come through here. They need to be able to come through this corridor here. There we go. That needs to link up there. That needs to link up across here. I hear chat tippy-tapping away, bear with me. What am I doing? Stop that. There we go. Chat says... I can't believe there are anyone. I can't believe there's 38 people watching, even especially after all that politics talk. For fuck's sake. It feels very weird. Okay, right, now. How's it going? Are you going to build this bad boy now? Don't suspend it, or I will lose my fucking mind. Still good, still good, still good. Actually, I'm not going to look at chat while it's unpaused. I'm going to pause it. Both statements are correct. You're just extrapolating wrong. All items involved with the task must be inside the burrow, but if the burrow between them is not connected, that doesn't matter. Are the items sitting on that tile forbidden? There is a good question. Let's check that out. Fuck! Okay. D, B, C. All of this shit's forbidden because I haven't fucking remembered to unforbid it all. There we go. Bosh. All unforbidden now. That should help. Dig through the wall too? Or designated for dumping already? I don't think they're designated for dumping. CC the Owl, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. You meet us in times of trouble and woe. Lol, I think I saw Ghost is haunting. Yeah, we need to get rid of the ghosts. I could have sworn I told them to put down the memorial slabs, but we'll have to check. Moist Hand, am I still alive? That's a good question. Tidy, I'm not sure your proposition that politics is the best topic for Twitch is correct. I find it can be highly divisive and stressful. I don't like talking about politics. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, no, they might see this. I won't say it. Politics stream with animated Dwarf Fortress background. Change to politics streaming. Oh, God, they're the worst kind of streamers and content creators. Just ranting. That would make a good category. That would make a very good category for Twitch. Let's check the beast. Where is the beast? You coming, beastie? Beastie, beastie, where are you? Wait a minute. It's down here. It's smashed that door in. Fine. But it is staying down there. However, if I pause this quickly, we've got everybody inside the home zone, haven't we? Let's just close that fucking bridge until everything's done. Bosh. Outer gate. Inner gate. Add, pull, now, bosh. Unpause. Watch that close. Do 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 do. Da, 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 dum. Okay, you can actually pull the lever and get that shut, or are we just going to sit here waiting forever? Come on. There, it's closed. Fantastic. Now we can turn the alert off. Has this been suspended? It fucking well has as well. M-A, civilian alert off. Right, everybody's okay. We're inside the fortress. Nothing can get in right now. But we've got to get these epoxy walls built. Construction nearly done. Needs wall floor. Okay, build constructed wall. Pop that in there. Make it out quartzite. Bang. Okay, let's get all these built. Then once they're done, we're going to check we're airtight, and anything that comes into the fortress has to come down the doom corridor. They're still pulling the fucking levers. They're still pulling the spike lever. Stop it, stop it, stop. Oh, I fucking crashed the game. Heavens above. That was definitely over spamming F1 and F2 there. I mean, god damn it. When you've got your dwarves in trouble, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Is keep on spamming F1 and F2. Spam F1, spam F2, spam F1, spam F2. When your dwarves are dying, spam F2, spam F2. Sorry, I got a little bit weird there. Got a bit Lennon-esque. There we go. If John Lennon hadn't died in the horrible way he had and ended up with somehow penniless and suffering from a disease, they could have had a fundraising drive that they could have called Lennonade, which would have been amazing because it sounds like lemonade. What a great pun. If only the world had turned in such a way as that could have come to be. Never mind. Not that I am wishing sickness upon John Lennon. That's not what you should take from that. Anyway, where are we? Let's take a look at chat. Ah, fucking hell. Eat meat, invest in fusion. Well, I quite like the sound of that. It seems like a bumper sticker I could use. Oof, indeed. Amazing. It is. Lol. Correct. The big old gold cross with a hat on it. I'm not sure what the context of that is, but I'll allow it. Why not? Pro gamer move. Yes. Is that Harambe? My goodness. Haven't seen a Harambe for a while. Singular thread strikes again. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Oh, World of Horror. I mean, I don't want to disappoint people. Were people enjoying the Dwarf Fortress, or how about dwarf politics only? Maybe. We could do that. I mean, it's difficult though, isn't it? It's hard to know what they're thinking about in this game. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a poll, okay? And if the poll says like more than 3/4 of people want to watch World of Horror, I'll play a bit of World of Horror, because I am deeply tantalised by the game. And I'm already on a roll. I've already bought a game today. The kids convinced me to get tabs in the end. We're going to have a family tournament tomorrow night, and I'm hoping it doesn't result in screaming and fighting, but deep down inside, I know I'm going to have to separate the children. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me just go to the place where I can get the poll set up, my dashboard. I don't know if this is available for those of us on mobile, but we'll give it a go. Manage poll. Here we go. New poll. Should I play PLAY World of Horror? Question mark. Responses. Minimum 2. Well, 1, yes, and 2, no. Fairly straightforward. I'm not going to take a majority on this one because we've got a lot of people watching, and it's not fair to sort of boot them off elsewhere. So if we get over 75% yes, then we'll play. But otherwise, I'll leave it for now. I'm not going to require you to spend bits to vote. That would be very crass. Subscriber votes count double? Nah. And we won't make it subscriber only. And we're going to make it a 2-minute duration poll. It's starting. You should see it at the top of chat there. If you drop down, I'm not going to cast a vote, but I will allow whoever wants to. I'll just check on the phone to see if it works. We'll probably continue with Dwarf Fortress, but we'll see. We shall see, shall we not? Anyone voting? What's that? What was that ding? The poop part? Poop part? Elevator pitch World of Horror. It's an old school sort of, graphically it looks kind of like an old Mac 1 era game set in Japan, and it's, I think, an RNG horror game. So you're basically, I shouldn't have started the poll without telling people what it is. Let me just try and, if I can quickly enough, get a link up to it so people can have a look. If I do a search on the Steam front page, World of Horror. If you're on the desktop, you can probably get to it. My wish list is linked down below. Don't read anything deeper into that. If you click on there, World of Horror is on there, and you can have a little look. World of Horror. There we go. 1139. Right click. Copy page URL. Place. Yes, Junji Ito Lovecraft type thing. Check it out. Check it out. I mean, I'm intrigued. I've seen a few other people looking at it. It seems interesting. If like a few people want to watch it, we'll give it a go. If most people want to keep playing Dwarf Fortress, that's fine. That's fine. Are you wanting to just play it right now? I was in a raid and I wasn't paying attention. I'm considering it because we had a crash. How salty are you about losing progress in Dwarf Fortress repeatedly? I'm not that bad about it, because at least it gives you a chance to wind the clock back. It's almost like a do-over kind of thing, so it's not too bad, right? It's not the worst. Hello, Dragon Man B. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. It's good to have you here. How you doing? Should I play World of Horror? It came out at no 77%, so let's just carry on playing. Yeah, Angori Tom's been playing it a bit lately. He's been doing it on Twitch and on YouTube. Well worth a watch. Well worth a watch. I will get it eventually, but maybe I won't stream it, seeing as the sentiment was quite so strong. 23%. 3 people said yes. 10 people said no. it's like exactly the inverse of the amount needed it would have been to actually play it. So let's carry on with a bit of DF then, shall we? And undo... Well, we've got to figure out what we've got to do first. First things very first, because it seems highly likely a Forgotten Beast is going to turn up, whether it's the one we had before or this new one that turned up. Oh, hang on. There we go. Also, hang on, how long have I been recording for? An hour and 20 minutes. You know what? YouTube, thank you very much for putting up with these epic length videos, but I'm going to stop recording now and you'll have to join me in the next one, okay? Alright, bye-bye. Bye.